Do you even understand how big Quant QNT is gonna be in the next few years? Crypto itself is destined for enormous things, and Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest investment firm, says that crypto is the future and they themselves are preparing for this massive shift to take part. So what better place to invest than in a cryptocurrency that is going to allow for institutional movement into crypto on an absolutely unheard of scale before than looking into Quant? Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get into today's video. I've talked about Quant on this channel before in this video, and I didn't realize at the time just how important Quant was and how exciting crypto is and how early we are in the crypto space right now. So BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager with $7 trillion under management. Recently said that tokenization will be the next generation for markets. And that means that basically everything that you know so far in the world when it comes to money is going to be shifting from traditional money, fiat currencies, towards tokenization. Whether that be in the Bitcoins and things like that, it's uncertain right now, but are we seeing a shift towards digital currencies like digital dollars, digital Chinese yuan, digital GBP? I think there's going to be a huge move towards that. But there's a requirement for technology behind this in order to secure it and ensure that it is fully operable. And that's where Quant comes in my opinion. Now, as we jump across and look at Quant, the foundation of the blockchain economy. As you know right now, if you've got a little exposure to crypto, you'll understand there's lots of different blockchains out there. You've got like Ethereum blockchains, Avalanche, Solana, HBAR, whatever it is that you think might be the winning blockchain. Actually, I think all of these blockchains will probably do reasonably well, but ultimately the missing piece in all of this is interoperability. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that something that's built for one blockchain, like something that's built on Ethereum, you can't use on another blockchain. It's not interoperable. And that is a huge problem. And that is limiting our growth in cryptocurrency. And this is where Quant comes in and solves a problem. Leveraging blockchain is complex. An asset on one chain is often stuck there. Working with technology requires specialist knowledge that's often difficult to find. Although blockchains are highly secure, the bridges used to move assets from one network to another and the smart contracts that underpin them can be exploited. Prescient institutions are also rightly concerned about the long-term viability of any solution they implement. Founded Quant to tackle the problem of interoperability between blockchains because we believe that the future of finance will be built on interconnected networks that enable you to roam anywhere with your tokenized money, assets, and value, and build Overledger, the world's first single API gateway, providing legacy systems with access to all blockchain networks. Now, that might sound very complicated, and this is not a full explainer video on what Quant is. I just want to give you a bit of a background so you start to understand just why it's so important. We've got the world's biggest asset manager with $7 trillion worth of assets under management called BlackRock. BlackRock's CEO has just come in and said that the world is moving towards a tokenized economy. However, Quant's now saying that the problem before was institutions such as BlackRock won't trust the current blockchains because they lack certain key elements. Quant comes in and solves this problem and then adds on top of that interoperability. So they're adding additional security and they're making a system to allow you to use all your digital assets going forward. We're not just talking the digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum and that. We're talking future digitalized currencies for countries. They're guaranteeing security. And if we think about where the world is moving going forward, you'll understand that tons of investment has gone from traditional arms. I'm talking different weapons, planes, etc. The future of warfare, in my opinion, is online. And therefore, cybersecurity and all different remits of that is essential to future security. And right now, the big banks of the world are spending more on their cybersecurity budgets than pretty much anything else. And there's a very good reason for that. And if they value cybersecurity and they know the world's going to be tokenized and Quant offers guaranteed security, well, then you've got a potentially magical mix for a future Goliath in the crypto markets. On top of all this, you've also got programmability embedded. It's very difficult for developers to come in and build dApps on different platforms. If you want to build a dApp that works on a numerous different blockchains, it has traditionally been extremely complex to do. But Quant solves this issue, making it very simple for developers to come and build the dApps that then work across chain. That's also very cool and extremely powerful as well. And not just ease of use and security, but being future-proof is also essential. As economies evolve, business models pivot. That's why adaptability is such a key element of Quant's DNA. And this, again, adds to the narrative for why Quant is phenomenally powerful. Obviously, I recommend coming over to Quant and doing more research on this platform because it's super interesting. It's also quite complex, but it's definitely worth delving into further because this is going to be one of the backbones of the growth of future crypto, in my opinion. So let's jump across and take a look at a Quant chart to see what is going on right now, whether it's a good investment right this second or not. Obviously, we see good future, but we obviously want to get ourselves the best price. So in this Quant chart, we can see that obviously, like most other cryptos, we had a bull market top, which actually came 2 months before the Bitcoin top, interestingly. And that was back in September 2021, with Bitcoin topping 6th of November 2021, just a couple of months later. It's quite weird to see. And since then, we've obviously seen this big decline in the Quant price, but we have now started to stabilize. We had the second rally here, and now we're moving into our sort of crypto winter, in my opinion. But crucially, we need to pay attention to what happens in this key area down here. Now, as we see this box and we draw this box across, we can see interesting things have happened. Now, what I talk about in my Telegram group, which is absolutely free and linked down below if you want to check that out, I've also linked it into the comments so you can find it easily, guys. Every time we are arriving in this green zone, you can see that we bolted out of it. This also happened back here. You can see that this is a very safe price for Quant. This sell-off below would say that we are very, very undervalued in this area, which is why once we sell off again, we do tend to revisit this area. Anytime we're getting down towards this area, I'm looking to get involved in Quant. Previously, I've been buying in this sort of level down here at around 116, but ideally we will get down a little bit lower. When we look into a 4-hour chart, we can see a nice buy zone developing around 116 again. So if we are returning to around 116, which from current levels would be a drop of around 4%, then you've got a really laser focused entry right there, whatever you want to call it, right? But right now, am I happy buying at these current prices? We are pumping right now a little bit. We are seeing Bitcoin taking a little bit of a move towards the upside. Do I think Bitcoin's going to go up or down? Very difficult to tell right now. Tons of analysis going on in Bitcoin in the Telegram, link down below. But if we jump over to coin market cap, before we give our price predictions, we want to understand a little bit about the market cap of Quant, which is currently sat at $1.4 billion. $1.4 billion, considering Quant is potentially solving trillion-dollar problems, and you already know that the future of money is going to change towards tokenization and a digital economy, well then we know that potentially we could be looking towards the trillions of dollars market caps for Quant. That might be super ambitious. So currently a $1.4 billion market cap, 10x to $14 billion, very, very reasonable in my opinion. To $140 billion, I do think that Quant has the potential to see at least 100x into the future. It has a super low token supply, is completely non-inflationary, and this is also huge for Quant. Quant, in my opinion, is one of the best cryptos for investment. Obviously, that's not financial advice. Once you go away and do your own research into this project, there's tons of information about this that I've not shared. The website's super detailed and there's so much information available there. All you've got to start to do is understand more about the world economy and where we're shifting and how something like Quant is going to be super, super powerful. If you want to know more about it or ask me any questions, then get into the Telegram, guys, down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video and appreciate me bringing you videos while I'm on my holiday here, sorry about the background noise with chickens and swimming pools and whatever, but I'm on some tiny island just off Bali and it's very hot. Probably not the best for making videos, but I still want to bring you content every day, guys. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, get in that Telegram link down below, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.